Welcome back friends. Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial of HTML tutorial for beginners. In this video we will be seeing about HTML text fundamentals. What we want to know about what are HTML text fundamentals. So let's go to the VS Code and let's see. As you saw in the last video, we just made this HTML document here, and this is the paragraph we wrote here. Okay, so why we need this HTML, basically text formatting, why we need it. Okay, so I'll just go to this page here. This is the cutting of a Tribune page here. You can say this is something the Tribune is written. Okay, so there is a different font here, then there are lines, then something is written, something is of bold style, then there are some paragraph type of thing. Now this is a like note type of thing. So all these things are there, so we have to do it on the computer also. So how we can achieve is the important thing. So basically most structured text consists of heading and paragraph. As you can see, right heading is given, then these are paragraph. Whether you are reading a story, a newspaper, or a college textbook, or a magazine, everything will be having a proper HTML structure with the heading and paragraphs. Structured content makes the reading experience easier and more enjoyable, because if it is a plain text, you will not be interested in this. But when the heading is changed, context like a paragraph is changed, it gives the feeling of fulfillment to the people, and that's why the people read it. So we have to look after it. So in HTML we have, for paragraph, we are using paragraph text. Now whenever we want to put a heading, okay, so in HTML there can be 6 heading elements, and these 6 headings are defined. Like if I say it h1, and this is the heading 1. Okay, so this is a heading. Okay, so this has come heading 1. Now similarly there can be h2. I'll just copy paste it. Similar way we can have up to h6. What we mean by this h1, h2 and h3, h4, this is the, like in every page there will be a biggest heading that you will be having, like the first one. So this is the heading of the HTML document, so this will be the biggest one. After that we have a this heading, this is a another heading, this can be a s2, then there is a little smaller one, then this can be s3, like this is a further smaller one, it can be h4. We can have heading inside heading, because and at that time the outer will be the bigger one. Like I have made h1 here, I am just making it a h2. So if I make it a h2, this is a little smaller one. Then if I make it a h3, you can see that it has further reduced. Then 4, and similarly here we can write 5, and we can have 6. So in HTML we have only this much, up to 6 heading styles. These are the things. I'll just remove this right now. Okay, so these are the different heading style we can use. So every basically in every page there will be one HTML heading, one single h1 heading. Okay, there can be multiple s2, s3, s4 heading. This is a recommended thing. However, this is not like you cannot have more than one h1 heading. You can have it, but the recommended way is you should have a one HTML heading, that is h1 tag. Then there can be multiple s2 or s3 tag. So you can after the heading you can write some paragraph. Okay, so I'm writing okay, the content creator name. Okay, so we can write it here. Then this, in this second thing, what we can have chapter name. You can say chapter name. The chapter name will be in s2, all the chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, all in the book that we see, they will be having the same heading style. So we can have this thing, and in that we can have multiple paragraphs saying, say, paragraph 1, then we can have paragraph. Similarly, we can have multiple paragraphs here. Okay, so this can be 2, this can be 3. Then what will happen in the book? The chapter is over, then we can have a another like you can say heading, and we will be having this heading at chapter 2. Okay, in the chapter 2 we can have multiple paragraphs. Now there can be subheadings inside this. Okay, so I can put heading after paragraph, we can have a heading. Okay, so you can see how it looks like in the like this will be heading 3 here. Okay, so heading 3 is here. Inside chapter 2 we have another heading. We can have multiple heading as I told you, so I can put it here also and here also. It can be next heading. Okay, heading. So this is the basically the structure of this page. So this is so we can have, as I told you, we can have 6 type of heading styles here. So now this is the basically the we could say it implementing structural hierarchy in the web pages, because this is the correct thing. This is not a mandatory thing, but this is a, if you make it like this, your page will be ranked on the better way in the Google, you can say. Okay, because this is the correct way that you are using. Okay, basically if I say preferably you should use a single h1 per page. This is the top level heading and all others sit below this in the hierarchy. Okay, then make sure you use the heading in the correct order in the hierarchy. Don't use s3 element to represent subheading followed by s2. This is not the correct thing. First you should use s2, then there can be s3 inside it. Of the 6 heading level available, you should aim to use no more than 3 per page. In one page, you must not use more than 3. This is not a recommended because this will make your page cluttered, clustered. Okay, so that will not be good. Unless you feel it necessary, don't do it. On if you find such occasions, it is advisable to spread the content over multiple pages and then go for the next page. That will be good. Okay, so as you have seen in this thing how our HTML headings and paragraph basically looks like, what are the text fundamentals in this, you have seen it here. So in the next video we'll be learning something new in this HTML beginner series. Till then, bye bye, have a nice day.